Welcome back, folks. My name's Shane. In today's video, we're checking out the Austrian Audio OD5 active dynamic microphone. We're going to test this not only on electric guitar, both clean and dirty. I'm going to place it in front of my bass cabinet, and you're going to be listening to it on my spoken voice throughout this video. The first thing that makes this microphone different is the fact we get a 220-degree swivel point on the basket and capsule. This makes it so much easier to mic up your favorite amplifier or instrument. You can even use it for spoken word stuff like this and just tilt it towards your face. Furthermore, the OD5 is an active dynamic microphone, so just make sure phantom power is on and then you're in business. You can run extended lengths of cable and you won't get any signal degradation, and this is so much easier to drive than a lot of other dynamic mics. We get a frequency range of 20 Hz to 18 kHz with a maximum sound pressure level of either 151 dB or 160 thanks to the switchable pad. We also get a switchable low-cut filter that kicks in at the low end at either 80 Hz or 120 Hz. Before we get into it, a huge thank you to Austrian Audio for sending out the OD5 for the review. I really appreciate it. Not only am I going to give you my thoughts about this microphone, but we're also going to compare it up against the Shure SM57 and the Sennheiser E906. Let's take a look at the isolated tones on that intro jam track. Now, the cool thing about this microphone is it has really great off-axis rejection, meaning it doesn't pick up that much sound from beside or behind the microphone. I have my studio monitors very loud in the room here when I record those tracks because my amplifier is up at gig volume, so they need to be loud, and I had no problems isolating the sound. Let's take a listen. Let's compare the OD5 up against the Shure SM57 when it comes to recording clean tones. I played this part once and I had both microphones on the amp just above the center of the cone, so you're hearing exactly the same playing twice. Here we go. As you can no doubt hear, both microphones sounded great when it came to the clean tones, and I'll comment more on this at the end of the video. Up next, we're going to check out how both microphones compare with a bit of dirt. Let's compare the OD5 up against the Sennheiser E906, both clean and dirty. As you can no doubt hear, both tones sounded great with both microphones, so no problems there whatsoever. But the character of each microphone is different, and again, I'll talk more about that at the end. What I can tell you is the OD5 is so much easier to mic up a cab with over the E906. Now, if you're a bassist and you've got a cab that you want to mic up and you don't use a DI out, this microphone will definitely do the job thanks to that 20 Hz low frequency response. Behind me is a Harkdeer HD 500 bass combo. I've mic'd up one of the speakers. Again, it's nice and easy to position this right in front of the cone. Let's have a look. Let's wrap this video up by talking about the usability and sound quality. In terms of its straight up usability, this microphone is in a league of its own. Being able to swivel the head to any angle makes it so much easier to mic up a cab, your voice, an instrument in any orientation depending on the stand that you're using. This is a much easier microphone to get in front of a cab than something like the Sennheiser E906. Being that the capsule is kind of floating within this unique design, I wasn't sure how it would handle off-axis rejection. But after listening back to the tests on my jam track, it did a really great job at isolating each instrument. Unlike my guitar amplifier, the bass amp actually has a metal grill on the front, and I moved the microphone back slightly, which is why you heard more ambient sounds in that particular section. But overall, it did a really great job. Tonally speaking, this microphone doesn't sound like the Shure, and it doesn't sound like the Sennheiser. It does lean more towards the Sennheiser sound, but it definitely has its own unique character. And this is a good thing. Anytime you're talking about buying a microphone for any application, you have to think about how is this going to vary the sound. If you've already got a 57 or a Sennheiser, you could pair it with this one or just use this microphone on its own and you'll get great results. To my ear, this handled the clean tones and dirty tones beautifully. It's a nice smooth sound, whereas the SM57 has that traditional gnarliness about it. And the Sennheiser, very clear, but it lacked that low end chunk. Although the Sennheiser did sound pretty great on those heavier tones, but this is a great microphone. If you like the sound of it on my voice as well, this is the kind of audio quality you can get just by plugging it in. I've actually just got it plugged into my camera. Pretty cool. Anyway, thanks again for watching. My name's Shane, and I'll catch you on the next video. If you want to check this out, I'll link it below. See ya.